Welcome to DBC Diaries episode 4. This episode's a little different than the others. Instead of using a returning patient, Bert in this video is a new patient. We did this so you could understand the process, which is slightly different when you're a new patient, especially if you don't have your MRIs first, which was the case for Bert. So you'll see the whole 6-day process of her coming in, getting her analysis with blood work, doing her MRIs, then reviewing those MRIs so that we knew which treatments to do. In this case, we ended up being able to do all 3 sections of her back. That's the cervical spine is the neck, thoracic is the middle part, and lumbar is the lower part. We're also doing her knees and her wrist. So you're gonna see all of that here. She also came with her partner David, who's doing some treatment, and we're gonna get into it so you can see what it's like to be a first-time patient here at Dream Body Clinic and can start your journey to healing with stem cells.
Ya estoy en el aeropuerto de Puerto Vallarta. Están por aterrizar Bert y David. Acompáñenme.
Once the patients have arrived in Vallarta, they're transported to their hotel. This time they chose a beautiful location near the clinic in Bucerias. DBC Diaries Day 2. Bert and David are going to get picked up today and taken over to the lab for her MRIs. This is where we'll go so that we can get all that analysis that will be, in probably 2 days, consulted with the doctor to go over everything, explain. A professional radiologist will give us the analysis first, and then our doctors will explain that image by image to Bert so she can understand exactly what's going on. DBC Diaries Day 3. So, today is blood work. We're going to take the analysis so that we have that for the doctors to review before treatment, just to give some general health markers. We're going to explain those line by line during the consultation when we get the results with Bert, so she knows exactly where her health is. It also allows us to look for any major markers sticking out to make sure there's no signs of cancer, anything like that. When this is done, she'll go upstairs with our admin team. This is where we take care of payment, and then we'll get her back to her hotel to rest and relax on the beach. Today, Bert is coming in to review her MRIs. The doctors are going to go through all the images, explain exactly what is going on. And for patients that don't know exactly what's going on, this is where we're going to let them know if it really is worth doing treatment. If it's not, our doctors are going to explain that. Unfortunately, the patient would be out the cost of an MRI, but they would at least know where their health situation is and be given some proactive steps to go to next, maybe surgery or something else. And we're going to be able to explain image by image what is going on and how the mesenchymal stem cells can help. Luckily, this was the case for Bert.
So first, we're going to start with the lumbar back, the images. So we can see here, the patient has a little bit of scoliosis, arthritis in the facet joints, and she has a dehydrated disc. In these images, we can see that the patient has a bulging disc in this area, but the most important is the L4 and L5. Now, here we have the images for the cervical spine and thoracic spine. Here we can see the patient has arthritis in the facet joints. She has a dehydrated disc. Here in these images we can see in the cervicals to C3 to C7 the patient has a bulging disc. The most important is this area, C6 to C7 and C3 to C4. In the thoracic spine the patient has more bulging disc, but the most important here is T5 to T6. This is the images for the right wrist. The most important that the patient has is arthritis in almost all the joint, but the most important is in the area for the thumb. We can see it here. In this area, we can see the triangular fibrocartilage. The patient has a tear. Now, this is the images for the right knee. We can see here the patient has arthritis between the patella and femur. And in this area, we can see all the inflammation that the patient has for the arthritis. She has arthritis type 3 to 4. Now, I'm going to show the lateral side of the right knee. The meniscus is good. Here we can see better the arthritis that the patient has between the patella and femur. The ACL and the PCL is good, and the annular meniscus is perfect. Now, in these images is the left knee. I'm going to show you the front view. We have the patella. We have inflammation behind the patella and femur. Here in this area we can see more inflammation because the patient has arthritis type 3. And this is the lateral side of the knee. Here we have the meniscus, the middle meniscus. She only has like a degenerative change. In this area we can see better the inflammation of for the arthritis that the patient has behind the patella. The PCL and ACL is good, and here we can see the lateral meniscus is good too.
DBC Diaries Day 5. Today is treatment day. So first thing is Bert's going to come in and our doctors are going to explain everything. They're going to go through her blood work line by line, explaining where her health is at, and quick, go over any questions she might have about treatment. And then we're going to get started. We're going to get those stem cells flowing so she can be feeling really great.
So we've done all the preliminary work of psyching ourselves up, convinced and confident of having our knees done, spine done, wrists done, and improved cognitive function and the IV for diabetes. I am so looking forward to this. Life-changing.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
En total, Bert se realizará 8 tratamientos y el paciente David se realizará 1. Esperamos verlo dentro de unos meses para corroborar sus grandes resultados.
So now I'm going to clean the area.
Yeah.
So we have 2 vials with 25 million of stem cells. This is for this knee, okay? So I'm going to take the 2 vials in the same syringe. I'm going to touch first. I'm going to do the injection.
Okay, I'll be busy. So is it one injection or two?
One injection, only one injection. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to clean. So we have another 2 vials with 25 million of stem cell each one. And I'm going to do the injection. With the stem cell, we only need to be inside of the cavity.
Okay.
So it's going to be only one injection.
Shoot that way.
Yeah, and it's going to be your hand like this, because here is a much bigger space that we have in this area. But I need to check with the ultrasound and be sure that I'm not going to put the stem cell to avoid any vein or artery.
Okay.
I'm going to clean. So for this, we have 1 vial with 25 million of stem cells.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do the injection. And you can feel a little pressure, it's normal. And we finish.
Yep.
Hey, this is Josh, Dream Body Clinic, and I'm here today with Bert. I guess with your knees then, we've got you like 2nd, 3rd degree on one knee, and then we've got you, it's kind of, I think, 3rd, 4th degree on the other. So what we did is we started with treatment on both your knees, but then it's very tough in Canada to get imaging. And you're a nurse, correct?
Yes.
So being a nurse, you know how tough it is. It's you get free health care, but you kind of get the downside of the waiting. So you'd never done MRIs of your back, correct?
Nope, they wouldn't do it.
Got it. So we were able to get the MRIs of your whole back to see exactly what was going on. Looked like there were some issues there. So
Yes.
we just went down the list. We started with your neck, we went to your middle back, and then we also did some in your lower back. We got your knees, and now we're here at like the 300 million IV. We're gonna get those through your whole system, target the inflammation, and go from there. So, I mean...
Wrist.
Oh, and your wrist, yeah. And you said that was the only one that really hurt, I guess, right?
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, it's never fun. It's not an easy place to go into. And is your wrist mostly like carpal tunnel, or what's been going on there?
Just general pain, peeling potatoes, playing pickleball. It was started with twisting dialysis lines.
Yeah.
Every day it just got worse and worse.
Got it.
And too much of it. And same with the knees, was pivoting from the dialysis machine to the patients. Same with the back, leaning over. The lines were always on the opposite side of the machine. So you lean right over the patient to get the lines on properly.
It's hard work being a nurse.
Over years, over 14 years, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Got it. It makes
Too much
sense.
pain.
But now, you said you're playing a lot of pickleball, having fun.
Yes, I play a couple of days a week. I try. And a couple of days of recovery in between there.
That's awesome.
And playing with the grandbabies has been my savior, because you got to go from the floor to the picking them up.
Yeah.
And following them keeps me moving.
Keep it moving. Movement is key. I think a lot of people forget that. So we're being preventative here. We're going to get those things fixed up. And what we'll do is we'll follow up at the 3-month mark, we'll follow up at 6-month mark, just kind of see where everything's at. And it's usually the time frame that people are really seeing peak results. So we'll do that follow-up and go from there. And if you at home are interested in stem cell therapy, you can get a hold of us anytime at www.dreambody.clinic, and you can call us toll-free at 833-445-9089. I'm Josh. Happy to help.
Okay, awesome.
That's it. Good to go.
Pleased to meet you.
So this concludes DBC Diaries episode 4. Thanks to Bert and David for placing their trust in our team, but it's time for them to head home and let the healing journey begin. If you'd like to reach us, you can contact us anytime at www.dreambody.clinic or call us toll-free at 833-445-9089 for a free consultation. I'm Josh, happy to help.